Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. R. Lee Ingalls here, and this video is part of my recipe series. Today I'm going to talk about my mother's chicken macaroni salad. If you look in my cookbooks, there are actually two of them in there, and there's a reason for that. So when I was collecting the recipes back in the early 2000s, my mother sent me her macaroni salad, but she actually sent me two, and one was by mistake. The first one was what she makes for our family gatherings. And let me say this before I get too far into this. Our family gatherings were large. So these salads, a lot of times, make a huge amount of salad. So if you're gonna make it for a small family of four, you're gonna wanna cut it down. These typically will serve as a side dish for about 30 people. So just understand, if you make it the way the recipe is written, it's going to be a big salad. You're going to be eating it for a while. But the second one was the one that she, when I read it, I found it very, very strange. So I called Mom and I said, okay, what is this recipe? And she said it is the one that she would make when we went to our large family gatherings. Now, this was mostly on the Patnode side, but my grandparents on the Ingalls side, there's a relationship there that my grandparents would often go to those events as well. So both sets of grandparents were there. Originally we met at a park in Red Wing, Minnesota, but the family gatherings got to be too large for that park. So we moved it to a park in Menominee, Wisconsin. So that's where the family gathering was. A lot of times there was over 100 people there. So a lot of people, everyone brought food. My mother would bring this macaroni salad, and I want to just kind of read some of the ingredients in it. I just think it's hysterical, the size of the salad. So she would use 5 16-ounce bags of macaroni shells, 3 medium-sized onions, 2 dozen eggs, 3 10-ounce packages of peas, a gallon of salad dressing. Now, when she made it for the family gatherings, she would use mayonnaise, but when she made it at home, she would use Miracle Whip. A 7 to 8 pound ham, and you would take that ham, slice it up, and then cube it up into bite-sized cubes, and that's what was put in there. But a 7 to 8 pound ham, typically that's what you would make for a family meal. But it was just one of the ingredients in the salad, and the rest of it you can read when you take a look at the cookbook. But I just thought it was hysterical. So a couple of things about the macaroni salad and why this is a standalone recipe. If you'll forgive me, I'm actually reading my my manuscript version because it's larger and I can actually read it. Okay, so all the ingredients that are in the salad are flexible. So this is not one of those things where baking and you have to have it exactly right. You elevate the flavors that you like better and reduce those items with flavors that you're not really that fond of. So very, very flexible recipe. Some of the optional things, so my mother used to make it with ham a lot of times, but this recipe calls for chicken. You can use chicken, so if you've got leftover chicken, this is a good way to use it. But you can also use shrimp, crab, or salmon, or a combination. You want to have a seafood mix. You can put them all in there. And that is mostly it. There's one other thing that I do that's a little bit different than what I've known others have done. So the macaroni, when you cook it, I don't cook it all the way done. I cook it just till it's a little bit underdone. I make the salad the day ahead of time because if you let it sit overnight, the flavors tend to blend better and you don't have those flavors standing out so much. So, and doing that, the macaroni will absorb some of the moisture out of that dressing and they will finish filling out. So yeah, if you're gonna make it a day ahead of time, consider undercooking the macaroni just a little bit, not too much. And like I said, overnight it will absorb some of that liquid. And really that's kind of it for this recipe. I wanted it to be a standalone video only because of my mother's recipe for the family gatherings. So the point of this is, or telling that story, if you're going to an event that's going to have over 100 people and you need to bring something for a potluck, now you have a recipe that you can make and bring. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on the cooking. You can order my cookbook on Amazon. It's Cooking on the Prairie with the Ingalls. You should be seeing a link to the cookbook. I also have my other books out there on Amazon as well, Ingalls on the Prairie, and The Prairie Has a Rainbow. You'll find those links to those books in the comment section of this video. You can also find me on Facebook, Arlie Ingalls, or on Instagram, Ingalls on the Prairie. You should be seeing those here. You'll also see them in the comments of the video. So once again, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy my mother's macaroni salad.